Hello. I'm on my way to San Francisco to enjoy a lovely prime rib dinner with my beautiful yet imaginary Chinese mail order bride slash FBI agent slash whore from Oklahoma. I got a request to look at a SGV, I don't remember, video at the 16-minute and 16-second mark. He was, I skipped right to that point. It was a longer video. Obviously, if I'm skipping to the 16-minute, 16-second mark, I think I was about halfway through it. But I skipped there because, number one, he's an idiot and I don't really care to listen to him talk or audit. And number two, there were advertisements spaced about every 5 minutes. So at the 16-minute and 16-second-ish mark, there was an official from the Beverly Hills City Hall who was informing SGV News, and I believe it was Nasty Nathaniel from the sound of the voice, that they are filming for commercial purposes and the city of Beverly Hills requires a permit for filming for a commercial purpose. Now, is SGV News or SVG News filming for commercial purposes? You know, you could make arguments either way, but I think by far the stronger argument is that he is, yes, indeed, filming for a commercial purpose. He is producing the content and putting it on YouTube with advertisements for the purpose of making money. I mean, he's doing it for commercial purposes. And you're going to say, well, it's news. It's news. And it's not news. There is nothing newsworthy going on there. There is no breaking news when they show up until they create the disturbance. There is a difference. They're not showing up to some event that people might want to know about. They're not showing up to the scene of an accident. There's nothing newsworthy going on until they create the disturbance. So, I don't believe the exception for breaking news would cover it. They are doing it for, they're doing it for the express, not for personal use, but they're doing it to monetize it. At least SGV or SVG is. So that's commercial purposes. I mean, if he was filming a TV show, it'd be the same thing. I mean, you know, oh, he's not selling a product on it. Well, yeah, but he's still. The point of producing a TV show is to get the advertisements on it. That's the reason why ABC and CBS and NBC. That's the whole reason why they make TV shows. It's so that they can monetize them, so they can sell advertisements on them. It is a commercial purpose. And again, when I say it is a commercial purposes, I'm saying that is by far the stronger argument. I'm not saying that it is 100% in any direction. You could always make an argument. So if it is in fact a commercial purpose, and if he is filming, which he was, then yeah, the city could demand that he get a permit. Now, I didn't look up to see what punishment there was for not abiding with the permitting process, but whatever it is, theoretically, the city could enforce that. As SGV and Nasty Nate were leaving, SGV or SVG, whatever the hell his name is, was telling everybody that what they did violated the Bane Act. I strongly suspect that what they did not violate the Bane Act. The Bane Act requires you to make threats or intimidate or coerce someone to prevent them from exercising their rights under the U.S. Constitution, the California Constitution, or California state law, statutory law. Now, threats requires more than just words. And if it does come down to an arrest, arrests, even unlawful arrests, even arrests that violate your, Fourth Amendment right or whatever, those aren't Bane Act violations. They have never been found to be a Bane Act violation. They have been expressly found to not be Bane Act violations. So if an arrest isn't a Bane Act violation, with my 10 seconds of Google searching, I would posit to you that the threat of arrest is also not a Bane Act violation. So, especially I would assume if there is a good faith reason to believe. Now, is requiring people to get permits to film, even for commercial purposes, is that a violation of the California Constitution or U.S. Constitution? And the answer to that is no. There have been multiple decades, maybe 100 years or so, of these permits being required to film in cities. They are all across the country. Every state has cities in it that require permits to film. So this isn't a particularly controversial thing. If there was some sort of a constitutional dilemma, then it would have been litigated. I checked California, the published opinions for the state of California. I checked for about 10 minutes and I couldn't find anything on it. So I would posit to you that it is constitutional. So I hope that answers the requester's request that I analyze that particular section of the footage. I am not hoping that SGV or Nasty Nate got in trouble over it. In fact, I hope they did not. But by the same token, SGV is a fucking retard. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.